Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. One more person text me or something on this damn phone, I'm gonna throw it across the shop. I keep trying to film and getting interrupted by people knocking on the door or whatever. It's just been wild. It gets aggravating though when you're trying to do something, you know. People are like, oh, why don't you get nothing done? Well, geez, I wonder why. So I got the body for Vigilante up on the table. And I want to thank Bill Cameron. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, Bill Cameron, Edge of Eternity on YouTube, go check him out. And please go check out our other channels, Iron Outlaws, NZ Mopar Outlaw Customs, and Iron Horse Garage. So this car here, the last couple weeks I haven't had a chance to work on it. Been absolutely just slammed in the shop. And I finally yesterday got the body on here, and of course, get ready to work on stuff. And then I had 50 people show up at the shop, so I was just ready to pull my hair out. I finally just threw tools down on the ground and walked home and said, screw it, I'm done. and I hate that, you know, it's really aggravating when that happens. But enough of that crap. Anyways, so I'm trying to get the correct measurements for Bill. And right here, you can see the body has to scoop back a little bit so that that piece where the frame jaunts down, or I guess that's how you say it, jogs down, that'll match up. And then what I'm doing right now is there's a little cross member there that I got to cut out. It's almost cut all the way through. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to pull these 2x4s, 2x6s and stuff, drop those down so that this car sits 1 inch off the ground when the airbag's down. And right now the frame is in airbag down position. So that's how low the frame would be. And you can see that right here, the frame itself will be it's exactly 2 inches off the table. And then the body will be maybe 1 inch below that. I'm not sure if I want to run the body 1 inch below the frame or run the frame down lower, but I don't want to be able to see the frame underneath the car. So that's what I'm working on today. And then the next step is I want to get this back section back here, right here somewhere. I got to figure out my wheelbase. It's we were talking about having it at 104 wheelbase, and I might change that around a little bit, maybe a little bit longer, but I got to see what the car looks like with the fenders put on and all that, and I'll do a mock-up of the car and go from there. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'll show you where we're at. So Glenn Ridd, NZ Mopar Outlaw Customs on YouTube, go check him out. He designed this drawing here, and we're building this style car, which is also this same kind of style here. I'm not running fender skirts on this, and right now I'm building the fenders, and I have the front fenders mocked up in conduit, so I'll be building those soon. And obviously I did a little bit different dip in the door because these cars had several different styles. I like the one with the dip in the door. But anyways, I'm trying to get the car so when it sits down, it almost sits right on the ground, about 1 inch from the ground. I want it to just lay right on the concrete or the pavement, you know, lay in the grass. And also have air ride. So that's where I'm working at today. But right here, the hood on this one is all the way back to the cowl, right at the windshield, and my cowl comes forward about a foot. And on the other side of the car, you can actually see where I might be cutting it. I marked this a while back so I can, let me see here. I marked this a while back so the hood will be sitting right there. And I think that's where I'm gonna be cutting it. So the cowl will be from here to here, and then the hood will be from here forward on the grill. I have the rear end sitting here, getting ready to mock that up in the frame. And I got the frame section all welded on in the front. This is an S10 Chevy pickup frame from like a 97, 98, I believe it was. I can't remember the year of it, but I do have the stuff all written down. And then I'll order all the parts for the airbags and everything for that, so that'll be easy to order. And then the rear section, I'm gonna 4-link this and do the airbags in the rear. And I'll step back and kind of give you a view of what this thing looks like. And you can kind of see the shape of the car. Obviously right here is gonna be the fenders. And then right here, the front fenders come up and they come down the side of the car like that. But here's the problem. This right here needs to scoot back to about here. It needs to bump back a little bit. So that's what I'm working on today. There's a cross member right here somewhere that I have to cut, and then the body will drop down, and also it's gonna move back, which in turn, that's gonna let these frame rails drop inside the body because they'll be right here somewhere. So then they'll have room inside where this body can sit down on the table. And then I'll take 1 inch blocks and I'll block the whole body 1 inch off the table. And then I can start building the floors for the car. I'll get everything centered and whatever after I'm done building that rear section for the airbag drop. and that's gonna be a C notch in the rear. And I wanna make sure I have plenty of room for that rear end and everything, plenty of room for the battery, the gas tank, and all that crap. You know, I could even hide all my other stuff in here, you know, the battery and whatever, but we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. I'm probably just gonna do this. I'll turn the camera on and just keep working on this, trying to get that cross member cut out. And I gotta move some things, drop some blocks, blah, 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 whatever, move the body around. I'll be taking some measurements. It'll probably be a boring video, but you guys don't have to watch it. I got some stuff to move off the table real quick too, so I'll get that done. I was using 1.5 inch, you know, 2x4s, wooden 2x4s, but I have these 1, 2, 3 blocks, and these are 1 inch right here, by 2 inch, by 3 inch. I talk about these all the time in my videos. It's super handy. And I was telling Bill Cameron that I want this to be 1 inch off the table or 1 inch off the ground when the body sits all the way down, when you drop the air out of the bags, you know? As long as I have enough room from the top of the frame rail where the floors are gonna be to where the seats are going to be, where you're going to be sitting. I don't want to be sitting way out on the top of the car, so we'll see what happens. Sorry about the crappy camera work. So now I need to figure out where the front fender is going to sit in comparison to the wheelbase and in the rear, and then where the engine's going to sit inside the frame and everything. So because that does look real radical, but it's real low. But we'll see what happens. I'll probably put you guys on the other side of the car, up on the toolbox facing the car. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing on that side. Sorry about the glare. I killed these lights above us right here, and I still got that blue line going across here, so that's just from the LEDs. But you can see like the car's gonna sit pretty much on the ground. It'll be 1 inch, and that's where Bill Cameron, we got all the measurements and stuff. I wanted the body to sit down on the ground as much as I could. Looks like there's plenty of room for the motor. I have to measure from the oil pan up to the valve covers, see where I'm at there. Plenty of room in the engine compartment, and obviously the motor mounts are here. It's gonna have that real long hood on it with the grill lean back, so I'll have to see where we're at there. I'll have to put the mock-up block inside here and see what it looks like, and then there you go. You can kind of see the form of the fenders right here, where they're gonna be in comparison to the car right now. And before I had the fenders welded right here, and when I say fenders, I'm talking about the mock-up. This is the conduit that I was using for mock-up, and this piece was welded to the body, but now I moved it back here. So moving stuff around, trying to see what I like, what I don't like, trying to get it as close to the pictures as possible, but we'll see what happens. So in the next videos or whatever, I'll probably have the engine block and transmission sitting in here after I get the frame finished up. And this cross member here has to come out, and obviously the wood and the firewall, that has to come out. That's just for mock-up. But I'll try to do some more videos soon, give you guys an update, and we'll see where we're at. Thanks for watching. Later. Also, I was going to say, if you have any comments or whatever, or questions, leave them down below. I'll try to answer them. Thanks for watching. Later. Also, before I forget, I wanted to say thanks to Bill Cameron, Edge of Eternity on YouTube, and I will try to put his drawings, CAD drawings and all that stuff in here. That way you guys kind of see what we're building, and also all the drawings and stuff that he did for the car. Thanks for watching.